Good morning, students. Today we just study inorganic chemistry, chapter number 8, the D and F block elements. In D and before that P block element is already completed. Now in transition elements of D block elements, today we will start. The elements of from group 3 to 13 in the long form of the periodic table are called transition elements. 3 to 12 in long form in modern periodic table. They lie in between S and P block element in the long form of the periodic table. These elements are also called D block elements since they have incomplete 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D subset. Due to the incomplete of 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D subset. Their general electronic configuration is n-1 d to the power 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2 1-2, where n is the outermost shell. In the periodic table, there are 4 transition series of the elements. Regarding that, just we will discuss now. First transition series is 3D, that consisting of 10 elements of the 4th period, corresponding to the filling of 3D orbitals. Number 2. Second transition series of the 4D series consists of 10 elements of 5th period corresponding to filling of 4D orbitals. Roman number 3. The third transition series of 5D series consists of also 10 elements in the 6th period, equivalent to filling of 5D orbitals. At last, fourth transition series of 6D series, filling of 6D subcell consisting of 10 elements also, starting with actinium atomic number 89, followed by the elements with atomic number 104 onwards, and number of elements till now is not, if 14, 10, whatever number you will do, you will say that will be incomplete because it is going on till now. In this transition element, the valence electron are present in the outermost orbit as well as the d orbitals to penetrated shell. Thus, a transition element may be defined as the elements whose atom in ground state or ion in one of the most common oxidation state has incomplete of D subshell, that is 1 to 9, not 10. 1 to 9, not 10. 1 to 9 electrons in the D subshell. Exceptions of zinc, cadmium and mercury, which has completed filled D subshell in their atomic state or common oxidation state. These 3 names. Their D subshell is completed. These 3 elements are zinc, cadmium and mercury. Zinc, cadmium and mercury. Now after that we will just start to the general properties of the transition elements, D block elements. General properties of the transition elements. Metallic character. All transition elements are metals except mercury. All transition elements are metals except mercury. Mercury is not a metal. mercury is a metal but in liquid state. Because all are hard and malleable and ductile. They have SCP or BCC structure. Covalent and metallic bonding both exist in the atom of transition metals. The presence of unfilled d orbitals favor covalent bonding. These metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. There are few of the properties. They are not in mercury. That is why in exception it is given mercury. But all of you know in your class 10, class 9, mercury is a metal in liquid state. Next number. Atomic and ionic radii. Regarding this atomic and ionic radii, generally the atomic radii of d block elements decreases with increase in the atomic number from left to right in the period. This is due to the fact that increasing in the nuclear charge tends to attract the electrons cloud inward. The atomic radii for the elements from chromium to copper are, however, very close to one another. This is due to the fact of the simultaneous addition of the electron to 3d level exercise the reverse effect of the screening the outer 4s electrons from the inward pool of the nucleus. As a result of these two opposite effects, the atomic radii do not differ much on moving from chromium to copper. At the end of the period, there is a straight increase in the same orbitals with respect to the increased attractive forces due to the nuclear charge. This causes the expansion of the electron cloud and atomic radius increases. Region is over. The atomic radii increases down the group, but the atomic radii of the elements of the second and the third transition metals are almost same due to the lanthanide's contraction. Only reason is due to the lanthanide's contraction. All of you know lanthanides and actinides in periodic table in class 10. No? Now, next of the part we will start periodic. That is the ionic radii of M2 plus and M3 plus, metal 2 plus and metal 3 plus ions follow the same traits as their atomic radii. The ionic radii decreases with increase in oxidation state. Thus, the ionic size of M3 plus ions are smaller than those of M2 plus. M3 plus ions are smaller than those of M2 plus ions. The ionic radii of transition metals are smaller than those of representative element in the same period. Point number 3. Ionization enthalpy of energy. In ionization enthalpy of energy, the first ionization enthalpy of transition element lie between the values of S and P block elements. Due to the two opposite forces, shielding effect and increasing nuclear charge, there is low increase in the ionization potential on moving in period. Therefore, the values of the first 3D block elements differ only slightly from one another. Similarly, the values of iron, cobalt, nickel and copper are fairly close to one another. The value of zinc, cadmium and mercury is considerably high due to the extra stability of 3d10 level which is completely filled. Previously also I told you zinc, cadmium and mercury are completely filled d orbital. There are 10 electrons. In generally, second and third ionization enthalpy increase along a period, but there are few exceptions. What are the exceptions? For example, there is a fall in second ionization enthalpy from chromium to manganese and from copper to zinc. They are acquired a stable configuration after the removal of first electrons. From the diagram, you can understand it in proper way. If you see the diagram, your book diagram, just I am showing you your book diagram, you can see that. From there, you will find that, this one is, if you see your book diagram, you will find that, this one is the part wherever one graph is given there. From this graph, you can understand that one, whatever I told you regarding these all the properties, this graph is in your book also, I am showing you, but in your book also this graph is given. According to this graph, chromium to manganese and copper to zinc, as they acquire a stable electronic configuration after the removal of first electron. No. So this graph is clear in this place. According to this graph, you can understand easily. Right now the third ionization. The third ionization enthalpy of manganese is high because third electron has to remove from the stable half-filled d orbitals. The third ionization enthalpy for copper, nickel and zinc are very high. The first ionization enthalpy of 5d elements are higher as compared to those of 3d, 4d elements due to the weak shielding or nuclear by 4f electron in 5d elements, so that influence of greater effective nuclear charge increases. Greater charge increases. Region, you must just underline region in your book or in my study materials, wherever the region is most important in this chapter. Maximum regions are coming from this chapter. Oxidation state. Now, in oxidation state, the transition elements exhibit variable oxidation state. Variable oxidation state. The unique property is due to the fact of that energy level 3d, 4f, 3d, 4d and 5d. 3d, 4d and 5d orbitals is very close to those of 4s, 5s and 6x orbitals respectively, and therefore in addition to ns electrons, variable number of n-1d electrons and are also exhibit various oxidation states. Various oxidation state. The most common oxidation state of first transition series of the metal is +2, except scandium. +2 except scandium, because scandium oxidation state is +3 due to loss of NH2 electron. Due to loss of NH2 electrons. Mostly ionic bonds are formed in +2 and +3 oxidation state. Covalent bonds are formed in compounds of higher oxidation state because of sharing of d electrons, d orbitals electron, d electrons. No. And by this way, oxidation state, you just in this part, it was the fourth number of property, that oxidation state. But there are few more points. 2 points just already we discussed. From the point number 3, once more we have to discuss that. The elements showing maximum oxidation state are present in the near the middle of the series. For example, manganese. Manganese show the oxidation state from +2 to +7. Its higher oxidation state is +7. The higher oxidation state, that is +8, is shown by osmium. Symbol is OS. Osmium +8, symbol is OS. Or ruthenium or ruthenium, symbol is Ru. Next number. The various oxidation state of transition elements is due to the incomplete field of d orbitals, and there is a different unity in their successive oxidation state. Next number, 5 number. In group 6 elements, the higher oxidation state are more stable. For example, molybdenum 6 and tungsten wolfram 6 are most stable than chromium 6. The nature of the solvent also affect the stability of the element in particular oxidation state. For example, Cu plus is unstable in water, but Cu2 plus is stable in water. Again, Fe2 plus is unstable in aerated water. And by this way, just we had discussed regarding the oxidation state of the various properties. There were 6 properties I told you, and by these 6 properties we can just explain the oxidation state. No? Now, next number after oxidation state, we have to start our next number, and next one is after oxidation state. We have the next number, that is the color ions. In this color ions, if we will just discuss that most of the transition metals compounds either in solid form, in their solutions form, and colored unlike the compound of SN-P block. Now, regarding this one, the color of the compound of the transition metal is due to the presence of incomplete D subshell. Color is only due to the incomplete D subshell. When the anion or ligands approach near the transition metal ion, their d orbitals split into the different energy level known as the crystal field splitting. Crystal field splitting. In case of transition metal ions, the electron can easily promoted from lower energy level to higher energy level within the same d subshell by absorbing the light of a particular wavelength in the region of visible light. Absorption of energy, and this absorption of energy, this energy is absorption of light of the certain wavelength, and this one of the colored part you can see by this equation. Simple one is there in the simple equations, one they had done that, and you can understood by this one. Right. Now, And this diagram you will get in your book also, don't worry. They appear colored due to the electron remainder as a colored light. The observed color of a substance is always complementary color of the color which is absorbed by the substance. The color of the transition metals complex is dependent on the energy difference of the two D levels. This is term depends on the nature of the regions and the type of the complex form. For example, Cu2 plus salt look blue due to the absorption of red wavelength. Hydrogen cobalt, anhydrous cobalt, just that anhydrous cobalt 2 compounds absorb red light and appears blue. Complementary color can be identified by using Munsell color wheel. And in this Munsell color wheel, just if you will see that the Munsell color wheel, I can show you this color wheel. First of all, you can see the Munsell color wheel. This one is a Munsell color wheel. Starting, you can see it violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. No? So this, according to this wheel, we can understand that. And the transition metals ion having completely filled d orbitals 3d10, 4d10, or 5d10. Such Zn2 plus, Cd2 plus, Hg2 plus, Ag plus ions are colorless as the extracted electrons or electrons is not possible within d orbitals. Colorless zinc ion, cadmium ion, mercury ion, silver ion. The color may also arise by charge transfer. For example, in MnO4 manganese, as electron is momentarily transferred from oxygen to the metals and oxygen charged from O2 minus to O minus and Mn7 plus to Mn6 plus. In this case, it may be charged by the color. Formation of complex. Next number is the formation of complex. The transition elements have the tendency to form the coordination compound due to why? Reason. A small size of metal ions. Number 2, high nuclear charge. Number 3, availability of the vacant d orbitals except lone pair of electrons from the region. Next is number 7 properties, alloy formation. Alloy are the homogeneous solid solutions of two or more metals in which metals are randomly distributed among the atoms of the other metal. They are formed by metals whose atomic radii differs within 15% of each other due to a smaller in size. The atoms of one metal can displace the atoms of other metal. In the crystalline form, crystals lattice. Alloy are hard and have high melting point. They are resistant to corrosion. For example, ferrous alloy. And two more properties we have, magnetic property and catalytic properties. Number 8 is magnetic property. Most of the compounds of transition elements are paramagnetic in nature, not diamagnetic. Paramagnetic in nature, which are affected by magnetic field. Why? It is due to the presence of unpaired electrons in the n-1 d orbitals. The magnetic character is expressed in terms of magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is the calculation from the spin only. The formula is mu equal to a square root n into n plus 2 Bm. And you can ask me, Kishore, what is this Bm? Bohr magnetons. Bohr magnetons. Bm, Bohr magnetons. Bm is Bohr magnetons spelling. Bohr spelling, all of you know that. Bohr, Bohr magnetons, magnetons. No. Just last one of the general properties of transition elements, D block elements element. Last one is catalytic properties. In this catalytic properties, all of you know, there is no need to define once more of the catalytic activities of the transition elements and their compounds is due to the sum of the regions. That region I will explain you. No, and you can see that these all the regions are. First region I am telling you. No, the catalytic activity of transition electrons and their compounds is due to the sum of the regions. I will give you two of the regions because you know that 1 mark means two key points will be there. First one, the presence of valence n-1 d orbitals. This is the region. Explanation show that these atoms can accept electrons from the reactant atoms and form intermediate compounds which provided low energy path for the reaction. Next number 2. Certain metals compounds provided low energy path for the reaction by change the oxidation state. For example is now we can just vanadium or vanadium change the oxidation state from +5. +5 is in the V2O5 vanadium pentoxide to V2O4 vanadium tetraoxide, +5 to +4 during the oxidation of SO2 to SO3. And if you see the reaction, V2O5 plus SO2 gives that V2O4 plus SO3. And next reaction, 2V2O4 plus O2 gives that 2V2O5. By this way, general properties of D block is already completed. F block definitely I will send you on next week. These all, please once more I am telling you, go through a textbook. Textbook is completely helpful. If you find any problem, definitely we can discuss in the class also. Thank you, students. Bye bye. Thank you.